Hi there guys, so back here in Tesco with another video today.
Look who's here.
Yeah,
again.
And he's looking fresh in it with that
Part two.
nice suit, creamy suit.
Yeah, last time I
Ooh.
wasn't prepared.
Very professional. And it goes with today's topic. So today I want to talk about technology and how things have been moving in the last few years.
Maybe extend it up a bit.
Take it up a bit, yeah. I hope you guys can see me well.
Can we even extend it?
No, that's enough. You want it to be right in the roof.
You're supposed to hold it. Yeah, that's right.
Alright. So technology has been moving, not crazy, but in a fast pace in the last decade, 2 decades or so. Actually, when did the first sort of change happen in the whole technology world? Like the biggest change? Was it computers? What was it in your thought?
Well, it depends. Right now, I think we're going through the biggest change ever, which, of course, we talked about in the last video, AI.
Alright.
Biggest change yet.
Yeah.
I think it's a whole revolution, a new age that's come upon humanity.
Yeah. No, that's the latest one. But as far as technology goes, it's changed when computers came out. So I think that's around, I don't know, but I think it may be in the late 80s, 90s. When computers were actually a thing. So I think that's the biggest change, and since then everything has become digital. Small things like
I'd
the little
say-
clock in your house has turned a digital thing.
I'd say since World War II.
Computers been around since World War II.
During World War, or maybe even before that, during
Yeah.
World War II, we had a big
Of course.
technological step forward because we were in a time of war where we needed to advance very quickly to beat the other people, and that advanced us as a whole.
Yeah, no, that changed everything. And back then as well, like in the 40s and whatever, back then, that's when everything was sort of moving fast paced already. So every country was preparing for war. The weapons, the way people thought, computers, programming, everything sort of changed. So I do expect it, yeah, definitely in the 40s or something. But the change that I'm talking about is computers. So after the computers around early 90s, so if you don't know more about this, I'm sure there's people out there, please let us know in the comment section. So after the computers sort of innovation, what happened was the mobile phones, if I remember well, is mobile phones used to be large cases or something. And people, sort of stopped and started to move towards a more convenient way of talking over the phone rather than telephone boxes. And then, the small Nokias came out, and then it was, like Motorola's. And then I remember the first touchscreen, to my knowledge, was around like early 2000s or mid 2000s. And that was such a game changer. Like people were mind blown. Like you just touch your screen like that and it works. It's like, how does it work? Everyone was scrambling to get one of those. And since then,
BlackBerry.
a lot of companies have been fighting. Like,
I'm a BlackBerry.
BlackBerry, I used to have 2-3 of Blackberries, and
That thing died, after.
yeah. But I'm sure they merged with maybe another company. if I'm
No,
right.
I think after that they just died off, because you don't really need a keyboard on your phone anymore. I was about to open this yet. I haven't
Exactly.
even bought it yet.
Yeah. So exactly. So the
Am I
keyboard
allowed to
itself.
do that, as long as I pay for it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. Yeah, just leave it.
wouldn't
Yeah.
do that.
But keyboards was a big sort of change as well. So it came from Nokia, where it had buttons from 1 to 9, 1 to 0, and then comes a whole keyboard on there. So even that's a slight jump, and then comes the touchscreen. So then everything started to become the comfort of people, the convenience of whatever we like. And then applications start rolling out. Like I remember the first time someone had YouTube on their phone, it's like, what? Did this guy have a computer? It's like, how do you have YouTube on your phone? Like, how do you have email on your phone? Stuff like that. And then you just watch it. But don't get me wrong, the connection, the way it ran, you can tell the programming wasn't what it is today, but it is so like mind-blowing, like just to have that transition. And that's the sort of jump that I'm talking about. And then when you bear in mind that and try to think ahead, you get a slight glimpse of what might is to come. So we used to joke around and say there'll come a day where you'll have sort of maybe a watch and then you have a hologram where, you know, instead of talking to someone over FaceTime, that's going to be old school. So now you're actually going to see the person you're talking to, and it's just going to be sort of a whole sort of jump in time. So yeah, technology to my understanding is headed to a place of making people lazy, comfort-wise, and it's going to make things a lot more accessible. What's your thoughts on, you know, things changing?
Of course, you know, I made my thoughts very clear in the last video. Like, anything that helps humanity move forward, I'm for it. Like, no matter what the consequences, I'm for it.
Okay. Do you think that within the foreseeable future we'll have holograms instead of FaceTime, so to call people?
Could be. I think so, maybe. But I don't think the technology might be viable enough. So I think we like screens more. So I think maybe we might have glasses, which is the way that
I'm sure they have that already.
yeah, like Meta are trying to do like glasses and shit, but it's not going so well for Meta and their smart glasses. But they'll keep trying at it, because I have a feeling that it's not going to be about the watch, holograms on the watch. It's going to be about glasses. Everyone's going to wear glasses, and we're going to have like a pop-up screen on our glasses that say stuff like, oh, if you want to answer this video call, and then we can see the person in front of us. We'll have a microphone in here, have a camera in here somewhere.
But with a lot of safety sort of hazards with that. You know, you having glasses and you talk to someone, a lot of people are just going to put them on and start walking in the middle of the road. And, you know what can happen?
Not really, because there'll be something called AR. I don't know if you know VR, virtual reality.
Yeah, of course.
AR, augmented reality. So it will be kind of like, just imagine like a person, but they're just not moving, but you can see everything else. So it's like just that person, but it's not like there's a screen in front of you. You can still see everything that's happening. It's kind of hard to explain, but
yeah, of course, it will come out, definitely. By the way things are going, like yesterday's video we spoke about AI, and the jump nowadays is like every 5 years something big is happening. And you know, when you actually take a look into it, is it companies that are coming together with these sort of ideas? Is there different sort of, maybe a Microsoft, for example? Is there, who's coming up with these ideas? Is there, you know, just people developing things, brighter ideas? And what's actually going into being able to produce such products or innovations? That's a, you know, that's a big sort of question itself. But I hope the day comes where people will be able to buy products at a good rate. So that's what matters to my understanding and my pocket anyways. So when people can afford these products and crime rate isn't going to skyrocket because of what's being put out there, that's another big one.
I don't know if you've heard of these cashierless stores. Basically, it's like an Amazon Go store. They have they tried them in America. They have loads of them in like Japan and shit. So they'll have like cameras.
I'm sure they've got it right here, like the trolleys. Like you just scan things, like close to that. Right?
No. So what you do is maybe you have like a database in whatever system, and they'll have like cameras. Like you can look up now. They have cameras all the place, exactly like this, everywhere. So as soon as you pick something up, it's registered. But the cashierless stores that are in use right now aren't as big as this Tesco, for instance. There may be like a small corner shop, but everything you pick up will be registered, and as soon as you leave, that will be taken off, or you can pay, I guess.
I'm sure that's they've come close to that in Japan or China.
They already have it there, but they just need to upscale it a bit more, and it could be the future there. But the only reason why it doesn't work in America and such things is because of the crime rate, of course. Like people just steal stuff.
Okay, another question I've got for you here is, how come in East Asia, they've got such major innovations and inventions that they're basically ahead, definitely in comparison to the West? So what do you think the reason is for that?
I wouldn't say they're ahead yet. I'd say we're competing at the same level. So it's a competition right now. I wouldn't say that China or Japan or East Asia is ahead of the West. I would say they're both at the same level now. It's just a race to see who gets there first.
Okay, but at least in comparison to the UK here, we don't have those things like scans, stuff
we
like
we
that.
don't have robots that clean the streets, bro.
Yeah.
We don't
We don't
have.
have like hot meals that come out of like, you know, vending machines, things
Yeah,
like that.
we don't have like robots here in mass and shit. So that is only because they live in a high trust society where they can implement these things, and the cost is
People make a difference, you're right.
the cost is just enough so that they can basically have fun doing it. There's a lot of cheap labor there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, yeah, no, definitely, because even thinking about iPhone and Samsung and stuff, they're all produced in that side of the world.
Yeah.
And, you know, the companies here take
Life
credit.
might seem better there, but it's only because you're seeing life at a few percentage of people that live there, and they don't, you know,
That's a very valuable fact.
they don't show the truth of what everyone living there is like.
And what I'd like to add to that is, with the whole sort of difference between East Asia and here in the UK, it's to do with, you know, a lot of it's to do with the population. So when you have a population that respects their environment and crime rate is low, just as you mentioned, I think it's much easier to roll out even small test programs, different things like that. And the public usually are more aligned rather than a split community where a lot of it is common here. But hopefully soon there will be a lot of, you know, positive changes, more sort of introductions of products to our, you know, the stocks and stuff like that. And at the meantime, we will be using whatever we can, you know, utilize here and make use of. But hopefully things will get better all across the world, and there will be a lot more introduction of different devices and stuff, and we'll just take it from there. But without any further ado, this is the short dive into the technology world, and I'm gonna sign out right here. Do you have any words?
Don't get in trouble with the law. It's not worth it.
You heard it. Stay out of trouble.
Unless you can get away with it. But that's another story.
But yeah, take care guys, and I'll see you lot on the next vlog. Peace, love, and take care. Bye bye.